Looks like Israel is getting prepared to colonize Africa. Benji Nettie said that they're preparing a new front to protect Christian communities in Africa, including Nigeria. Now, over 14 weeks ago, I commented on a post saying, yo, before it's deemed as anti-Semitic, I do not want Israel to colonize Africa.
The founder of modern Zionism, the national movement of the Jewish people, was Theodor Herzl, and he said, after I liberate the Jewish people, I will go to Africa to help liberate the black people.
Yeah, that founder of Zionism, Theodor Herzl, also said, if I wish to substitute a new building for an old one, I must demolish before I construct. And that was what they did in Palestine, and that's what they're doing there now. Removing the indigenous people and property and replacing it with their own. A modern manifest destiny, if you will. Now, why would they want their new front to be Africa? Is it because they want to protect Christians in Africa? Or is it the same reason every other colonizer wants a slice of Africa? The resources. This nice map shows all the rich and valuable resources that can be found on the continent of Africa. Pause to take a screenshot if you like, or Google resources in Africa. But remember, any map you look at won't match the volume and variety of actual resources. The president of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore, recently said they label us as the poorest continent in the world, and when we ask them to leave, they refuse. And that's true. A large majority of the problems Africa has today can be attributed to its plunder and intervention by colonizers. Not only after the Berlin Conference, which sliced up Africa like a piece of pie for colonizers, but how the US and much of Europe continued to exploit Africa after formal colonialism using finance, intelligence services, and covert political interference. If you want to read about that, check out the book White Malice, because this new front of Africa thing is all just a 2026 version of that. And it's important to note that Israel is in a strategic location to help other modern colonial powers extract resources, land, power, and capital from Africa. It can also help keep African countries at war, as well as prevent them from truly uniting and utilizing their power for their own benefit. Which brings us to why our suffering is connected. What is happening in Palestine is connected to what happens in the Congo and the Sudan, and even here, when we get to ICE and how they have agents trained in Israel and technology trained there to use on citizens here. So while we may act local, we need to think global. Well, if I wasn't on the list before, I for sure am now. Just make sure y'all put me down as Dr. Jared Van, PhD in special education, focused on global liberation.